POV, you're a trillionaire. I would never be a billionaire, nor will I ever be a trillionaire, honestly, bro. And honestly, like, billionaires should never exist, in my opinion. Trillionaires, billionaires should never be allowed to exist in societies, because they create, because the nature of a billionaire, they naturally want to take more and more and more out of the the wealth, and create a bigger wealth gap. That's just in there, and that's just how they are. You know what I mean? You can't stop that. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, bro, let's see what's going on. Me personally, there's no such thing as an ethical billionaire. But let's just trillionaire, billionaire, same fucking thing. Trillionaire is fucking crazy though. But let's watch the Elon Musk simulator.
You're a trillionaire, the richest person to ever live. You are worth more than 4 Jeff Bezoses combined. If you spent $1 million every single day, you wouldn't go broke for another 2,700 years.
What the fuck?
The world is in the palm of your hand. But there's a problem.
Literally.
Everyone knows. You are now the most famous person on Earth. Your face is on every screen in every country on the planet.
Is this actually Elon Musk simulator? Are we, what I'm saying? Except, I mean, everybody fucking hates him.
There are people outside your building right now. Hundreds of them. Some with cameras, some with signs.
Give me money, motherfucker.
Some just standing there, staring up at your window. This makes you paranoid. But you're a trillionaire, so there's an easy fix. You hire a bodyguard. Nope, not enough. 2 bodyguards. Not even close.
This is literally Elon Musk simulator, bro. This is dead ass Elon. Doesn't Elon Musk have security with him at 24/7?
Close. You get a full detail. 12 operators minimum. Armed, trained, rotating 24-hour shifts.
Nigga got a whole militia, bruh.
The kind of protection usually reserved for sitting presidents. You make some calls.
It's so crazy to be this wealthy. Billionaire, trillionaire. You basically, the more money you have, the more power you have. Like, that's just how it works. So to be a trillionaire, you basically, like, you're so wealthy to the point to where, like, you can pretty much do what I know. Elon Musk technically isn't classified a trillionaire because a lot of that money is like it's not like actual cash. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just yapping, but Elon Musk is a trillionaire by assets, right, or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Within 48
he's a trillionaire.
Hours, it's all done. Good, you're safe. But your Honda Civic isn't going to cut it anymore. So you buy Bugatti, not a Bugatti. Bugatti, the entire company, $2 billion. That's 0.2% of your
bro. You could literally buy every single luxury car and it won't make a dent.
Net worth, the equivalent of someone making $100,000 a year buying a jacket. Your accountant logs it as a rounding error, but you still need somewhere to live. Your current apartment building is swarming with paparazzi outside. Basically, the entire world knows where you live. So you buy a compound, 14 acres behind walls and iron gates.
And then you buy a bunker, and then you upgrade the fuck out of that bunker. Nigga has a whole militia, nigga has a whole military fucking compound and shit, bro.
A guardhouse.
And that's really all these billionaires, they all have compounds.
At the entrance, manned around the clock. The property has its own private road. You can't even see the main house from the gate. $200 million. Easy. But a place that size doesn't run itself. You need staff. Housekeepers, groundskeepers, 2 private chefs on rotation, a property manager, a house manager, drivers, an entire maintenance crew.
Nigga's basically the president of the world,
IT
bro.
staff just for the security systems. A personal assistant who has her own personal assistant. Within a month, 63 people work at your house. Now you're comfortable, secure. Everything runs like a machine. So you can really start spending. Because, well, you have $1 trillion and you're a little bored. You buy a Boeing 7
You have $1 trillion and a little boar. What do you think this motherfucker is gonna be doing? Hanging out with fucking Epstein? What the fuck are you talking about?
47 and have it gutted and rebuilt into a
Right.
private flying residence. $400 million.
Doesn't when I'm thinking of trillionaire, I think of Elon Musk. I'm pretty sure he's literally describing Elon Musk right now.
You buy an island in the South Pacific. You commission the largest private yacht ever built. Helicopter pad, submarine bay, movie theater, full medical facility. $600 million. And
typo.
nobody warns you about this part. $1 trillion makes money faster than you can spend it. And even sitting in the most boring investments on earth, your net worth grows by tens of millions every single day. You wake up richer than when you fell asleep every morning without lifting a finger. So money
I mean, yeah, when you're buying up all the fucking companies and shit.
is handled. Security is handled. The cars, the properties, the staff, all handled. But you want coffee. Just coffee. From the place you've been going to for years. Your security team needs 45 minutes of advance notice. When you finally get through all the paparazzi and walk in, every person in the coffee shop has stopped talking. The barista's hands are shaking. Someone in the
Bitch, you better not be shaking your hands for Elon Musk, my nigga. You better lock the fuck in, bro.
corner is filming you from behind a laptop screen. You get your coffee. It tastes exactly the same. But everything around is different. So you stop going there. You don't want to be a nuisance.
Right.
But there's good you can do with this money. Real good. So you write a check for $500 million to disaster relief.
Okay, this is no longer the Elon Musk simulator. I'm sorry. This is no longer Elon Musk.
The media covers it for about half a news cycle. Because relative to what you have, $500 million is what you earn in a slow week. People are grateful for about a day. Then they want more. They always want more. But it's not the strangers that get to you. It's the people you already know. Your phone rings constantly, but none of the calls are from friends anymore. They're from lawyers, wealth managers, heads of state, charity directors. Everyone wants a meeting. Everyone wants your name on their thing, your signature on their check. The friends from before start to disappear. Some just stop calling. The ones who still do sound different, careful, measured, like they're weighing each word before it leaves their mouth.
Right.
You invite your college roommate to the compound
Elon Musk don't have friends, y'all.
for a weekend. He says yes before you finish asking. When he gets there, he compliments everything. The house, the grounds, the wine, the guest room. He agrees with everything you say for 2 straight days. He laughs at jokes that aren't funny, and he never pushes back on a single thing.
Better get glazing you.
He used to argue with you about everything. Movies, politics, where to eat. That was the whole friendship. But that friendship is about to be the least of your worries, because then
Right.
the lawsuits start. Not 1 lawsuit, not 2, 17 in the first 6 months. An old business partner claims you shorted him on a deal from 9 years ago. A woman in Arizona says you verbally promised her $10 million at a fundraiser in 2019.
That's crazy.
You have never been to Arizona. Most of it is garbage. Your legal team tells you that. They say the word frivolous so often it stops sounding like a word. But each one costs 6 figures to fight. Each one puts your name in a headline. Each one requires a deposition or a filing or a statement or some kind of settlement.
Right.
Your lawyers tell you to get used to it. When you have $1 trillion, people
You become out of
will
touch.
try to take it from you using every tool
Oh my god.
available. The legal system is a tool, and you are the deepest pocket on earth.
Right.
You settle 3 of the cases, not because they have merit, because fighting them in public costs more than writing the check. $1 million here, $2 million there. They're just rounding errors. But every settlement gets reported, and every report invites 5 more lawsuits. Your legal budget for the year crosses $40 million. You have an entire floor of a law firm working exclusively on your
So that's how these billionaires were. This is what happened with that whole Epstein shit, right?
You have never met most of the lawyers. They send you summaries, weekly, pages and pages of people who want your money and are willing to lie in a courtroom to get it. But daily life goes on, or something that looks like it. And then it happens. You meet her. She's sharp, funny in a way that catches you off guard.
Oh no! Mossad agent! No!
Doesn't mention the money once. You see her again and again. 3 weeks in, it starts to feel like something real. Then you notice things. She mentions your island in a conversation you never had with her. She knows your pilot's first name. She knows which car you prefer for the city. Small things.
Nah, she that Mossad agent, bruh. Israel sent her ass, bruh.
Things that mean she looked you up before you ever met. Which, of course, she did. Everyone does. But now there's a question sitting behind every moment with her. Does she like you, or does she like this? The compound, the jet, the access to a life she'd never touch otherwise. And once that question gets in your head, it stays. You watch her differently. So you stop calling. Then she texts you twice. And then she stops. But the story doesn't end there. 2 weeks later, a tabloid runs a piece. Inside the trillionaire's secret romance.
Oh, fuck.
Photos of you at the restaurant. Photos of her leaving your compound. A quote from a source close to the couple.
Okay.
You didn't sell it. She didn't sell it. Someone at the restaurant did. A waiter or a valet. Someone who saw you together and picked up the phone.
Okay.
Now her name is everywhere. Her face, her job, her apartment building. Strangers are sending her messages. Some are threatening. She had a life before you, a private, normal, anonymous life, and you erased it just by sitting across from her at dinner. Your PR team drafts a statement. Your lawyers send a cease and desist to the tabloid.
Okay.
None of it puts her name back in the box.
Right.
You send her a message, an apology. She reads it. She doesn't respond.
Damn, bruh. Nigga sold the bag, bruh.
But the leaks keep coming. And the next one is worse. Somebody from your past sells a story to a magazine, a joke you made at a party in 2011 that, stripped of context and printed in a headline, makes you...
Yo, what the fuck? Nah, bruh. When shit like this, it makes me think of like, oh, I've never spoken to Epstein. I never try. He asked me to go. I didn't ask him. Motherfucker pulling up them receipts like, did you, nigga? And that's what this is, bruh.
Look like a different person. It's everywhere within 48 hours. People who have never met you now have an opinion about who you are based on something you said in a dorm room 15 years ago. Your crisis PR team goes into action. They tell you the same thing they always tell you. Don't respond. Responding makes it worse every time. So you sit in your office behind your 7 screens and watch someone sell your old life for what your team estimates was about $250,000, $250,000.
Damn.
That's what your past is worth to someone who used to be your friend. You can't call them, you can't confront them, you can't even confirm you know who did it, because that becomes a story too. You just sit there. Your mother calls on a Sunday morning.
Okay.
She sounds the same as she always does. Asks if you're eating enough, tells you about a bird that keeps getting into her garden. For 10 minutes, your shoulders drop and your jaw unclenches and you almost forget what your life has become. Then she mentions your brother.
Right.
He didn't ask her to call. He never would. But he's behind on the mortgage and his car needs work. And you have more money than some countries. And he's family.
That's so crazy that how one person can have more money than an entire fucking country, bro. That makes absolutely no fucking sense.
You had no idea he was struggling. You sent him a few $1 million that afternoon. He doesn't call to say thank you. 3 months later, at a holiday dinner you flew the whole family to on your 747, he sits at the far end of the table. He talks to your cousins, your aunt, anyone but you. When you try to catch his eye, he stares at his plate. He leaves before dessert, and he doesn't say goodbye. A week after the dinner, your mom calls again. Different tone this time. Quiet. She tells you your brother said something to your cousin. That you ruined the family. That everything changed when the money came. Your mother isn't telling you this to take sides.
Okay.
She's telling you because she doesn't know what to do. She has a security detail she didn't ask for, a son who won't talk to his brother,
Okay.
and a family that used to fit around a kitchen table and now needs a catering staff and a 747 to be in the same
A Boeing 747 is actually fucking insane, though.
room. You tell
That's that's insane to me, bro.
her you'll talk to him. You don't. What would you say? You can't unsend the money. You can't undo the jet. You can't walk into his house without two armed men waiting in the driveway. The gap between your lives isn't something you can close with a conversation. So you stop trying. But the compound keeps running. The 63
Basically, you become so out of touch. Basically became out of touch with his family and shit, bro.
workers keep
And the real world.
the machine humming. You start to take comfort in the routine of the staff. Then your head of security calls another meeting. Someone on your household staff has been feeding information to a tabloid. Nothing dangerous, but consistent and paid. Your team found the leak through metadata on a photo that ran in a gossip column.
Okay.
The angle matched a specific window in the East Wing. Only 3 staff members have access to that hallway. They narrowed it down in 2 days. It's Linda, the housekeeper. She's escorted off the property on a Wednesday morning. Your security team handles it. You watch from the second floor window. She's carrying a cardboard box. She doesn't look up. A man in a suit walks her to the gate.
Okay.
Another man opens it. She gets into a car that's been called for her, and the gate closes. You stand
Don't tell me that shit explodes,
at the
bro.
window for a while after she's gone. The East Wing hallway is empty. Your team hires her replacement by Friday. But there's always something next. Tuesday afternoon, you take the yacht out. The ocean is so blue it looks fake. Sunset turns everything gold. Dinner is pan-seared Dover sole prepared by a chef who trained for a decade in Michelin-starred kitchens.
Right.
The table is set for 1. You get back
You're
to the
alone.
compound and go to bed early. The master suite is much bigger than your old apartment. You lie there. The
Right.
ceiling is very white. Somewhere around 3 a.m., you're awake. You get up. The compound is dead silent. The theater room empty. 60 seats. The screen is dark.
It's like he's all alone by himself. You know what I'm saying? He became so wealthy and out of touch. Like, he lost touch with his family. He lost touch with society, bro. That shit's cooked, bro.
Library empty. You walk the main hallway. The only sound is a faint mechanical hum. The security camera at the end of the corridor, adjusting, tracking your movement. You stop, it stops. You take a step, it follows. You go outside. The grass is wet. It's cold under your feet. You walk to the middle of the lawn. The sky is the same sky you used to look at when you were broke. Same
Right.
stars, same depth, same silence. You used to lie on the roof deck of your old apartment building and stare at it for hours. The rent was late, and you didn't care. The stars haven't moved. Everything underneath them has. You stand on the lawn until the cold gets into your bones, and then you go inside. You go back to bed. After a week in Italy, you arrive back home. Your assistant meets you on the tarmac. She asks how the trip was. Great, you tell her. Now, back to the
Damn! That shit thick as hell, bruh.
compound, through the gate, past the guardhouse, past the pool you've used 3 times, past the tennis court you've never touched, past the wine cellar with bottles that cost
All that money for what,
more than
bruh?
most people's monthly rent, into your office where 7 screens display your portfolio, your companies, your calendar, and a news ticker that mentions your name twice in the first 30 seconds.
Right.
You sit down. Outside, security does a shift change. New faces replace the old ones. The groundskeeper rides the mower across the lawn. Over 60 people work here. You are the only one who lives here.
Damn, bruh. That shit's. I'm sorry, bro. I didn't say much, but. And then, you know what I'm saying, bro, just chilling, bro, in his house, bro, all by himself. And then he gets an email from Epstein. And then you beg him, like, hey, can I go to your wildest parties? Like, basically, this is kind of like Elon Musk simulator, my nigga. But to be honest, though, bro, but like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I never want to be a trillionaire, a billionaire, right? Like, I never want that ever in my fucking life, bro. I'm not gonna lie, but I hope you have a good breakfast, a good dinner, good night, man, bro. A life of a trillionaire sounds fucking terrible. I love y'all, man, bro. Peace.